Hey guys, I'm just gonna wait for people to pop on because yeah, your local crazy owl pain patches. Local crazy owl redhead is here, and we gonna talk about childhood stuff that was weird. We were growing up. Hey, we were growing up. Yeah, guys. Okay. So, as I put my thing down, thank you for the one up I've had. So, okay, guys, let's get into it. So, this is the Illuminati, Childhood Illuminati live stream, yes. And we are going to go into two alleyways here, two worlds. We have the realistic world where everything is as it is, you know, no conspiracies, just common everyday occurrences. And then in the other world of conspiracy, we have theories, we have events, we have discussions, and of course there is a middle zone and a U go ping, 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 and we connect in between. So yes, the title states it down below, guys. Childhood movies, childhood kid movies. I, over my course of my short life here, have noticed certain themes within our childhood generations, if you will. Some things aren't okay, some things are okay, you know, multiple. Why is that on? Hallelujah. And I noticed something really kind of weird. That most of the times the kid movies will have the real, not like realistic, but they'll have the toned down realistic stuff in it. And so I'm just going to give a few examples. You know, this is just going to be a talk rambles discussion. If you guys want to go and look up any of these things yourself, you can type them in on YouTube, but the reason I'm not going to play any of the audio or show you any of the clips is because pretty sure they are all copywritten. They're all copywritten. However, though, I've watched them nonchalantly and also too a lot, and they're kind of stuck in my head. So let's get into it. So my favorite movie growing up when I was a kid was Brave Little Toaster. Yes, and it had several characters in it, from a blanket to a toaster to a light to a vacuum. What else? Multiple, like there's a TV. Everything, you know, is kind of like Toy Story, where, you know, they don't want the people to know that they're alive or something like that, whatever. And they refer to the young boy who moved away as the master. Hey, this movie kind of got into some heated stuff, meaning realistic stuff that involves depression, involves death, and it's just, you know, hunky-dory for the kids, adding fun music. But in a way, much like the Willy Wonka scene where they're on the boat and stuff like that, they had to cut it from the movie because it was too scary for children, and just certain things that, you know, why would you even put them in there to begin with? Like, I question why. Why even do this? Why? And besides to just get a laugh and to cause some kids to cry, that's the only reason why I can see even putting it in, besides it being for the adults. Some adults will get triggered by that too in the Willy Wonka boat ride. That one's another one that's really fun. So, Brave Little Toaster one, the songs I'm going to talk about are mainly, pardon me, Worthless and It's a B-Movie Show. Now, It's a B-Movie Show has to do with mental illness. It talks about just hanging around, but it shows like a little tea kettle on a string. And it also shows a mad scientist. You have the person in the insane asylum talking and stuff like that. But just watch it and watch the wording of it, because really it's just introducing kids to the topic of depression at a very young age, when we don't really need to talk about it at a young age. I don't really think so, but yeah, young age. The other one is Worthless, and this song I remember so vividly as a kid. I thought it was, sad because there's a conveyor belt. Some cars are hoisted on to, like, the conveyor belt by a giant magnet who's, like, evil, and just plop down and sent off. And they died on screen. Off screen you hear the whoosh. But I have also heard a lot of people say it sounds like a gunshot. So I found that really interesting. Another interesting take on that too. My candle, okay, yes it is. So that one, those two to me really stood out in a factor that I was like, And then there was ones that I did not watch, which was Watershed Down. That one was like, whoa. Just about bunny rabbits and a war or something like that. And it was bloody, it was messy, and it really was not for kids. I don't know who decided to make this movie and make it for the kids. There was another movie too, I forgot what it was called, but two dogs escape a lab. It shows like the little bunny rabbits in the head things, much like how you see, in the PETA ads with cosmetics and stuff like that in scientific research animals. That's how they basically showed them. And I'm like, whoa, talking about traumatizing the kids at an early age. And I do mean at a real early age. So that one was really interesting in itself. Like when I watched that movie as an adult, I was just like, whoa, not okay. And I think that was around the 80s or 90s. I'm not quite sure, but I know that was around my generation. Now, what other ones play into today? The Lorax. Yes, how bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. That one has so many realistic symbols in that one where it's just like, let's get the kids already pre-programmed into knowing how the system works, get to know it, get to understand it, fall in line, all that jazz. How bad can I be? That one was really interesting. Is my computer restarting? Yeah, whatever. That one I did like. Now that one talked about several different things. It talked about, the woods, animals running for their life because their habitat is being destroyed. Go figure. It talked about corporations where the corporations, whatever. Hey, a portion of proceeds goes to charity, and the real aversion to that is it's the same people running it, holding the cup. I found that really interesting because most, companies that we thought, donated to the charities, really in reality didn't. And they've been called out. Goodwill was one of them. Many of them are leaving my head right now because y'all know your girl's tired. But it's just interesting how they portray that. Now, as we're looking at today, what happened with the rainforest, the Australian rainforest, Australia, there we go, with the burning of, the trees and everything of that nature, that was extremely sad, but it almost similarity, like when I saw the comparisons to it, I didn't see the fire, duh. That's an event that no one else can kind of, plan unless it is planned and we see that. That's horrible. But when I saw the animals running for their life on the how bad can it be when their stuff is being destroyed and the company's, making that grip of rahar, that one I can see a little bit of a connection. We have Ice Age, that's towards, I believe, climate change, if I do believe so correctly. Or Happy Feets. Happy Feets? Happy Feets. Ugh. The one thing I'm getting at with this is that in kid movies, they will slip it in, but in a way where you'll enjoy it, the kid will enjoy it. But it will also indoctrinate the kid, if you will, into this kind of society, which we do have society. That's a good thing. Everyone needs society. But with the elite, it's all for a reason, correct? Everything is for a reason. What was the one line in that, how bad can I be? Who cares if a few trees are dying? Well, a few trees died, and sadly, oh my God, those animals, those babies. From that, it shows that everyone cares. That kind of thing. I don't want to say it's pre-programming because really in all respects, it's not. A lot of people do love animals. It just is what it is. I don't think it would be pre-programming. But the line in there, who cares if a few trees are dying? That one stands out big to me on a massive scale, just massive scale in general. We talk about the rainforest, Australia, what else? There's logging companies too that, destroy, yeah. Animals suffer, everyone suffers, but the story behind that one, they always, turn it, it's a kid's movie. We can't, just say, hey, the evil people, the elite, are going to say, hey, evil people, everything's gonna go to shit, so all your care is not gonna work. Oh well, we run it, haha. It's too bad for you. Well, that kind of thing. They're not gonna say that to kids, because then the adults are all like, what the frick? Why are we doing that? What? And now, as we go off on that tangent, if you look in certain kids' movies, they're going to throw certain things in for adults and for kids, as I said. But some of the stuff for the adults is like some really raunchy stuff. And keep in mind, kids today have internet. This is my old iPhone. Internet technology. We all can look up what this says. Shrek is a classic one. I love Shrek. That one's hysterical. But certain, I can't. Oh man, certain jokes are reminiscent of sexual. Of course, you got your fart jokes, yippee skippy. None of them are really sticking out to me right now because sadly I haven't watched that movie recently. But when I did with a group of friends, and I believe that was like 6 years back, we just watched the saga with some popcorn and just whatever, girls' night. And we were all saying that, I don't remember this being so dirty. What? Like, I don't, like, that's one. On the little tiny town in Shrek, the first movie, when they go into the town and it talks about the town and it says, don't step on the grass, bend over, wipe your butt. Now, of course, kids are going to know what that says. Adults are going to know what that says. And, of course, there's always going to be that one kid, what does that say? And the people are going to tell them. It's just like, why would you put that in a kid's movie when really, in all reality, you can insinuate whatever you want. But it just stood out to us that when we watched Shrek, it was hella raunchy. It just, what? I can't. It's certain things in certain kids' movies, and I stop and I think, what is the purpose of the elite besides indoctrination, besides teaching the kids how, we do things, how we fall in line? I keep going back to, what's that one? The Lorax. I keep going back to that one because that one is just boom, in your face, ripe with it. It is ripe in your face of this is the way it's run, how bad can this be, and really also too, it also talks about, in a way, insinuates that it is about just the self, just, the whole entire narcissism kind of thing. Yeah, that's really selfies, all that stuff. That's really big right now. So, yeah, guys, to keep it short. Is it short? Yes, it is. Okay, guys, this is it. I just wanted to point out a few things. Not a big in on the live streamings. But, yeah, we'll go into more further detail when I, do analysis. I really like doing video analysis. I just like doing that. I don't really like looking into celebrities. I like showing you guys the music video and then pointing out to you guys the similarities. That's what I really love to do. But sadly, with this particular live stream, I cannot do that because I'm going to get clocked every single get back into time. And I really prefer not to do that. I really, really don't. In kids' movies, you have to watch out for the symbolism of the backgrounds. Watch out for your black and white. Classic. What's another one? They'll also slip certain words in, stuff like that, like funny looking little symbols. If it's a funny looking symbol, question it, because that's usually a hint. So, okay, guys, love y'all so much. Thumb it up. I'm not asking for much. 2 likes on this one. This one was not like a big waboom. I'm too tired to do a big waboom. However, I do want to talk about Die Antwoord in the next one. I really do, and that is one that's going to get talked about. We are talking about some Die. We gonna talk. And I will show you guys examples. So, okay. Love you all so much. And bye-bye.